Esther chapter 6 verse 1. On that night could not the king sleep. Night is a function of what? It's still time. Because in a day, the whole day is divided into two. Day and what? And night. Night. On that night could not the king sleep. And he commanded to bring the book of records of the chronicles, that they were read before the king. Because someone's time had come, sleep had to leave the king's eye. Mordecai was not in the picture, but because God was working behind the scene, I need you to understand what God is going to be doing today and what he says he's doing, because our topic is actually God is working for me now. So while Mordecai must have even been sleeping, who knows what he was doing at the time, God removed sleep from someone's eye. Why didn't it wait till the morning? It couldn't have waited till morning, because if it waited till morning, Haman would have spoiled it. So God needed to interrupt time in order to deliver an answer for Mordecai. Today God says, I'm about to interrupt time for someone. God interrupted time. This is night. Night. People sleep in the night. The king usually will sleep. Why of all night was it that night that king sleep? Left his eyes. Then he now says, oh yeah, bring. You all know, we have said this severally, that book of Chronicles was a book that was read for pleasure, for entertainment. And because he couldn't say, oh yeah, bring the book, read and entertain me. Ayakata. I want to address the matter of night. I don't know whether it is day or night as it has to do with you. But you see, because it is your time, because the wait is over, God is saying, I'm not going to wait till morning in order to show up. I'm not going to wait till the process comes complete in order to show up. She has been on this mountain for too long. He has been on this mountain for too long. So because of that, I will interrupt time for her sake. Sukata. If night was a time to sleep and God interrupted it, can I pray for someone today as your amen will thunder? Whatever God needs to interrupt in order to bring your answer, in order to break the delay, in order to break the years of waiting, let the interruption start now. Let it be interrupted now. May time begin to work for you. May time begin to work for you. If it has to be in the night, may God interrupt time for your sake. May he interrupt time for your sake. See what it means. What it means is that it could be a time that they are eating and gisting. When people go, let's say your boss went to eat and just chill. At the time your boss is eating and chilling, it's not the time your boss should be thinking about you. Because at that time is a relaxation time. But because you have been on a mountain for too long, God says, I don't care what they are supposed to be doing at this time, but I will make them do this at this time. What they are not supposed to do at a particular time, because of you, they will do it. Ayakata. Oh, I have been waiting for pregnancy. And naturally, the way to get pregnant is that ovulation will come. This one will happen. And God says, you have waited too long. Whether ovulation or no ovulation, I will interrupt this process in order to give you your answer. Sukaya. You have been waiting for a husband. They say usually you go out and you meet him. You don't have to go out or meet him. I will bring him to you. However, I will interrupt whatever is the normal in order to bring your answer. As your amen will turn out, may that interruption start now for you. May God interrupt systems. May God interrupt structures. May God interrupt processes. May God interrupt time. May God interrupt men. Oh, I don't know why I'm praying, but 50 of you this week, may God interrupt men for your sake. May God interrupt men. When they want to bring out money to do something, may God put your matter strong on their heart. Instead of them to do that thing, they will use their money to help you instead. May God interrupt men. May God interrupt policies. May God interrupt laws for your sake. I announce the wait is over. The wait is over. The wait is over. If your amen will thunder, let your evidence spring up.